Hello, my name is Arlie and this is Arlie Tarot, and today I have a pick a card reading. I haven't done one of these in a while, but yeah, or maybe I have. I don't even know. I can't. Anyways, yeah. I don't want to turn these over, and I'll tell you the backstory to all of this and while you kind of like to get a sense of what you want to pick here. I guess based on the crystals, we were gonna have to. That's gonna have to be your what is it? Your the way that you choose. Sorry, I'm just moving stuff around for a second. Oh my goodness! All right, hold on a second. I feel like I'm gonna drop it. Okay, all right. Okay, so. Yesterday was Mother's Day. It was Sunday the 10th. I'm filming this on the 11th. Wait later. Anyways, so I've been using this deck to pull a card every single day for myself. And I thought I was going to be using it for the entire month of May, but it turns out that I am done with it now. So yesterday when I was pulling one card for myself, a lot of cards kept coming out. So I was like, okay, what's going on? What's going on? And then 3 cards came out and I was like, okay, fine. I'll just pick one of those, right? And I did this, like I put them out. Ooh, why do I feel like doing that again? Hold on a second. So yeah, they came out and I was just like, okay, so which card do I want? Boom, boom, boom. And I picked one, right? And it resonated heavily. It was literally, it mentioned the Great Mother. So, you know, and it was a Mother's Day. And I was like, okay, that's spot on. Cool, cool, cool. And then the other 2 cards, I was like, all right, I guess this is a reading. And I'll include the card that I did get as well. I just don't know where it is now, if you know what I mean. So, and then I did look at the other 2 cards because I was like, okay, I have to. And it is, when I tell you it is spot on, it is spot on. They are kind of interconnected, at least for me. It doesn't mean that it has to be for you, but I do feel like a lot of the times the pick a card readings, they tend to resonate from beginning to end, meaning pile 1, 2, and 3, you know? So, you know, you do whatever your heart desires. Whatever is calling you here is what you should be choosing. So pile 1 has obviously a card, and it also has this pendant from a necklace that I don't wear anymore, and it actually is the pendant that is always together with this new deck that I got under the Oak Tarot, but it wanted to be borrowed for this reading, and it is an amethyst, okay? And it's very, very beautiful. I hope that the camera's doing it justice. Maybe it is not. Pile 2 is a clear quartz. I mean, just picking this up made me feel better just now. And then pile 3 is a peacock ore. And I do hope that the colors are shifting and you're able to see just how beautiful the stone is. So yeah, those are your choices. And go ahead and pick your pile and I'll see you in your reading. I'm gonna start with pile 1. And I'm gonna put the rest, I guess, let's do that over here. Or I shouldn't be doing any of these on camera, but that is okay. It's kind of a get to look behind the scenes kind of thing. I usually pause the recording and then I move stuff around, but everything feels like it has to be very genuine and very raw today, and that is okay. So we are starting with pile 1. Hello, pile 1. If you picked the pendant that is an amethyst, this is going to be your reading. I honestly don't even know where I want to start. I don't know what the message is about. I don't have parameters for spirit to come through with a specific thing. It's just whatever needs to be said here. I have obviously one oracle already. I also have the archetypes deck next to me here. I have tarot as well, and then I have another tarot deck, the Divinities and Dreams oracle. Not oracle, I always call it that. Well, it kind of is like an oracle, but it's a tarot deck. It's the one that's like literally humongous. It's as big as my hands. Yeah, it's hard to shuffle, but a beautiful deck. So I think look at that, me literally feeling this energy of like, I don't know where to begin. I'm talking a lot, things are all over the place. What's going on? What's going on? I don't know why I keep hearing that. Oh, maybe this is significant for someone, and this will let you know that this is the right pal for you. I was seeing Saturday Night Live, the weekend update that they posted recently, and there was this guy that he impersonates Tucker Carlson or whatever his name is. I don't know who that person is. Obviously he's like, you know, right-wing conservative, kind of weird, right? And then but the guy keeps saying, what's going on, what are we doing, what's going on? And I keep hearing that, what's going on? And I'm hearing it in that voice that Kim Kardashian. Why are we getting so many references from the internet right now? Like the voice that Kim Kardashian uses when she was saying like, nobody wants to work anymore. Like that kind of voice is what I'm getting that with. Anyways, the cards seem to be wanting to come out face down because I guess it's a big mystery. This is what keeps happening. Chaotic stuff. I was gonna say something else, but I can't say my words on here. All right, what's going on? I'm sorry, bear with me. I mean, if anything, this is your energy, and if you don't like it, well, I don't know what to tell you there. All right, let's see what else is important here for pile 1. I feel like we need 3 tarot cards. There we go. All right. So we get the cards, and the decks want to retire. Okay, that's okay with me. I'm gonna stack up some more tarot here for you with this deck. Like I said, bear with me. It is hard to shuffle. Oof, look at that. Look at that. There is so much. There is so much power. Like, you know what? There is power. This is part of your message, Power 1. Collective. Literally, yes, the world. There is power in the connectivity that I guess like social media and like the fact that I can say all of this and you can look it up and see it yourself, or you yourself can resonate because you are someone who also uses vocal steaming. Okay, I can't say that word. And you're like repeating a phrase throughout your day, or you say something funny or something specific every time something specifically happens. I don't know what that's about. Okay, definitely very narrow divergent kind of energy is what I'm getting, which I fuck with. I vibe with it. Oops, because same. So all right, and like I said, it all boils down to being kind of very beautiful, that we all have these references that we can all understand. And it some of it stems from like brain rot kind of content, but at the same time, I was literally talking to someone about this the other day, that it's not like just doom scrolling. It's like how fast we can absorb information, and sometimes, yeah, you can scroll and scroll and scroll, and it's like whiplash, because one minute something makes you laugh, the next something makes you angry because of how unjust shit is, and then the next something makes you cry because of how unjust shit is. So it's like, it's boom boom boom, like very fast paced, but at the same time, if anything, that speaks to how far humanity has come to the point of being able to empathize and sympathize, even if it's not happening in front of us, even if it's not happening to someone that we quote unquote know. You know what I mean? So hey, power to us for that. I guess it's 2 cards from this deck. Okay. All right. I'm seeing the vision. And then one more from here. Oh, these fell face up, but we know one, but we don't know the other. I guess those two are yours. Well, let's not second guess ourselves here. That's part of your message too, Pile 1. No second guessing. Be yourself. Be authentic. Blabber on if you need to. The right people, the right circumstances, the right environment will kind of like reward you for it. And by reward, I don't mean like a literal reward, although it could be. But for others of you, it's just like appreciation, like just hands down resonance with the people that you are around, being yourself with. Okay, so Star Brother, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. Yeah. All right, let's go to Star Brother and see what this is about. Oh, I highlighted some stuff, underlined some stuff yesterday. All right, I'm leaving this here for those of you who like to read it yourself, and I will butcher things. So, all right, I'm gonna read this part here because it's what's calling me. It's also what I underlined. The Star Brother wants you to have a new experience of life on Earth. They want you to feel deeply secure and safe, even if you're going through difficult times. They want you to hand over your fears to them, to see them as opportunities to let more love in. Oh, they're guiding you to stay open to receive a greater level of support than you could ever imagine, both in this world and beyond. To call in your team of loyal protectors and supporters, both physically and energetically. They want you to learn to soften through life's ups and downs, and to learn to open your heart, especially when it most wants to harden. Wow. And the inquiry for your soul. How can you open yourself up to receiving more support? Okay. So, part 1. Your spirit guides are like, let's if you found there's something about like, if you found the people that resonate with you, why not open yourself up to them? What's happening? What's going on? I'm so sorry I keep saying that, but I'm not. Oof. All right. What a dynamic, literally the 3 of Swords in the middle here. And it kind of tells, it looks, why does it look the same? I hope you're seeing the resemblance here. These 2 energies besides this 3 of Swords, that it's trying to tell you that like you are honestly, yes, weird, strange, eclectic, not for everyone, quote unquote. You are not for everyone, and that is okay. But still, you're powerful, you're established. Honestly, you're a boss. Maybe you literally are, but and then the other side is the depths that you have traveled to, the amount of work that you've done on like shadow work. And this kind of like, they both come hand in hand. And now the barrier between these 2 energies connecting, it's just you and your, I'm not saying it's just you and like get over it type shit. What I'm saying is, the divine is saying that you need to let the past stay in the past. It is okay for you to shatter the walls that you've built around your heart to protect it from this. They understand just how, what is it? Like how much it took for you to get to a point where you feel like you're empowered and you feel like you are yourself, and you don't have to mold to other people's expectations of you, or even mold to their misunderstanding of you, because that has happened a lot in relationships, not just love, many relationships, okay? Because now you've met yourself, you've met your dark, your light, you've alchemized it. You see yourself for who you truly are. You're honestly a very magical being. And they're saying, okay, now you gotta let other people see it too, and not think about how that's going to hurt if they don't see you for who you are, or if they don't appreciate it, or if they judge it, they misunderstand it. If anything, they're saying you are being supported, not just spiritually, by your spirit guides, but like literally your higher self, your true essence is here to say, we are ready to open ourselves up again, and it is okay. We can handle it. Hello? If anybody can handle anything, it's the Emperor. Why are we scared? That's why your spirit guides are a little, ooh, okay. Ah. Okay. 30 and 12. By the way, 111 is 3, or 30 is equals to 3, and 12 also equals 3. The one and the creator, my goodness. Wow, 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 wow. So yeah, to some people, they see you as this like obscure kind of orb kind of thing, but they still see just how, what is it, established you are as yourself, even if they cannot understand it completely. You know what I'm seeing right now? I'm seeing like, this is us with like telescopes maybe, or yeah, telescopes. Like, I don't know, maybe 20 years ago or 30 years ago, where we thought we saw a galaxy, but all we could get is like this feedback because we couldn't fully understand it yet. But we knew it was a powerful, intense thing and out of this world, and yeah, we knew what we were looking at, but we couldn't truly understand it yet. And now in the camera, it looks to me like an egg if I look at my screen and not the actual card, which is interesting. But then we got new technology. We got to zoom in here, and we don't just see specks of light or a cluster of lights anymore. We see the true essence. We see galaxies. We see colors, right? The creator and the one. You are one with creative energy right now, and that is very, very powerful. Part one. Ooh, maybe that's what it is. And the moon with the creator is so beautiful together, because I feel like you do have to go to the depths of your being to bring, this is Pisces energy, you guys, like, hello. Yeah, you have to go, but Pisces and Aries next to it, saying we gotta join forces, brother. Like, you create, but I push it forward, right? That's the energy that's here. And this kind of like just wants to be ignored. It wants to be covered up by this, to be honest. They want to be like, okay, we're not focusing on what the experience was the last time that you put yourself out there, or the last 30 times, or the last 500,000 times, depending on how many lifetimes you've been here. And you're alchemizing this for many lifetimes, not just this one. And that's probably why it's bringing it up again. You're going through a cycle that you're trying to close, because the world was here a lot of times when I was shuffling. It was on the split, and the world was next to the hermit. And that literally tells me, yeah, you want to stay hermited, but you cannot control and contain that power, because it's meant to be like sent off or something. So yeah, if this is about you creating from this depths, and knowing, or like feeling like, not knowing, feeling like, I don't know how it's going to be received. They're here to tell you that I think you were beyond the point of caring how it is received, because there's just a calling that you have to share, be authentically yourself. And this could honestly be just you deciding to express yourself as you finally want to, or I'm getting very specific things now. Don't take anything too hard. If it's not for you, it's not for you. But some of you feel like you want to express to the people around you who you trust and feel like you see every day, like, oh, I'm non-binary now, and this will be my pronouns moving forward, or I actually would rather go by this nickname because it makes me feel better. Or I don't know, at work, you're like, actually, I do want to pursue this opportunity that people have been mentioning to me. and you don't care how it is perceived. You are just aligning further and further and further closer to like a very divine path. The divine is saying, yes, keep doing it. Every step counts. Every step counts. But they don't want you to lose this momentum. You have major arcana here. I want to see what this is. Queen of Cups. And the Three of... Oh, so... Okay, yeah. These three energies are collaborating together. I see it there too. And the Queen of Cups is definitely a creator. Is definitely someone who is here... Do you see the dark aspect of this card, or the shadow aspect of this card? How much it looks like this? I hope that's coming through in the it literally looks the same. Like, if anything, this tells me like the shadow aspect, or ooh, maybe you are irritating a little bit of a shadow that you have around how you are perceived, well received with those people that you collaborate with. Not just people, everything that you collaborate with, everything you give your attention to, energy, excuse me, burp confirmation, energy to, that collaborates right back with you, whether it's giving you positive, quote unquote, feedback, or negative feedback. They want you to realize that it's just feedback, okay? Don't take it to heart and keep it pushing. That's what this is saying. Yeah, don't let the shadow side of the alchemy that you're working on at the moment that's coming up is just information, Pawan. It is just information for you to know that maybe it is irritating some people. Who cares? It's irritating your shadow, your own shadow, and you are not giving it, you're not giving an F about it, right? So if you don't care that it's irritating your shadow, why would you care about what other people's shadows are doing and how they're perceiving you or receiving the things that you feel aligned to and you feel like you want to pursue? It's kind of like that energy of quite literally the boss, the emperor, saying, why would this, why would I care about that? Why would I care about that? I get it. I'm getting that it's becoming very popular now again, from Rick and Morty, where he's like, I don't care that you boo me because I've seen what you cheer for. Like, I'm condensing that and not saying it word by word, but that's literally what this is. It's like, I've seen what you care about and what, you know, you celebrate. I don't care if you're booing me right now. Like, even to your own self, you're being like this. You're like, I don't care. I don't care that this... Do you see this little tree over here trying to bother this energy? And they're still... They don't care. It doesn't matter. This is like that shadowy side. This is that little like, are you sure they're gonna like this? This is like what we would say, like the devil on the shoulder, right? Like, no one's gonna like this. They're gonna think you're ugly. They're gonna think you're stupid. They're gonna think this. They're gonna think that. Who cares? And even if you are an intuitive who is literally picking up on what people might be perceiving and thinking about the choices that you're making and the steps that you're taking in your life, or whatever the fuck it is, okay? Even if you are an intuitive, which you probably are, who is perceiving this, it is just information. Pawan, it is just information. Feedback is just information. Don't take it to heart. Don't harden your heart again, or don't harden the side of you that is meant to be fluid and whimsical and jolly and maybe dark and annoying and whatever. Don't dull that. It's okay. They don't want you to dull yourself down. Okay. For anybody, including your own shadow that can whisper things, you know, about... Because your shadow is smart, you know, like it's there for a reason. Like I said, right now they're telling you it's serving you a purpose of information. So yeah, the shadow could be very smart. It could be very intuitive. It could be very psychic, okay? Because it is trying to perceive as much as it can to protect itself. However, they're saying flip that. Use that to your advantage. Where your shadow sees this, because it doesn't have a full picture, you are the creator of your reality. You see the picture. So the shadow can be like, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, because you're actually making this, and they're saying, no, that looks ugly. That's what that looks like. But they don't see what you see. You know, they don't. No. No. Trust yourself. Trust your process. Look at the devil jumping out here. Look at this. The queen of the devil, the queen of swords, and the nine of wands. The nine of wands in this deck and in the LIGHTSEERS deck, to me, always look like spirit guides. Your spirit guides literally opening your mother effing eyes and saying, you need to look. You need to really look at this and stop thinking that that is this. Don't let yourself be, what is it, stagnant just because of the shadow things that you are perceiving, or just because of the negative things, or the, not even negative, because they're not. It's more of like, God, when I tell you, Pawan, you are someone who definitely probably can hear people's thoughts, dude. And if you can literally verbatim hear them, you feel them. Your body tells you, your heart tells you, I don't know. You would know what this is that you have. When I tell you that's one of like your gifts, also you're very able to see through people's words, because like, they can praise you to your face, but you can decipher if it's true and genuine or not. And that is, ooh, you are someone who can see this. The visuals are crazy, because it all leads me back to that, like, where others can just take this for, they're like, oh yeah, that's a galaxy. I know it's not completely there, but that's, I know what that is. You're like, no, I know, I see it for what it is. You're like, I see it for what it is. I see it. You see that? You see it. And you know what? Your shadow freaking sees it too. There's so many eyes in this card. There are so many eyes here. You're seeing things for what they are. And I can see how people might not like that. I can see that. It irks them some kind of way, you know that saying of, you can only love someone as deep as you loved yourself. Well, part one, you can only perceive and see in others as deep as you've seen in yourself. And part one, this collective, you, I'm talking to you. You've seen to the depths of you, to the bare bottom. You scraped the pan, if you will. You've seen, you know who you are, okay? And that's what they need you to trust. So if you know who you are, you're able to see that deep into people. That is powerful. And I don't think you even do this on purpose. I don't think you do it on purpose. I really, really, really don't. You could also be someone that, because you can see to that depth, you can be someone who like can see auras, because now I'm getting auras. I'm also getting someone who can paint other people's auras as well. That's quite beautiful. That might be like part of your calling here. Now we have the Chariot. Those little eyes hiding there. See the shadow? You see the shadow? It's literally, it feels like, the part of you that you want to protect, right? It's protected, but it's still looking. It's looking out for you. When I tell you there's so much here about you being protected. Well, it is quite literally there. Protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. You can trust. You are safe to be yourself. Yeah. This looks so much like the Hermit to me. Yeah, you are safe to be yourself. It is safe. You are not in the Five of Swords anymore. You're not in the Three of Swords anymore. You're in the Six of Swords towards the Ten of Pentacles, right? You're sailing away into calmer waters. You already have, actually. You've moved on. A lot of ancestral healing is what I'm picking up on here. Inner child healing for sure. For sure. Look at this. You are not the, oh my gosh, okay, this is getting deeper now. You are not the child who was not appreciated, who was not seen, who was not heard, who was not understood, cared for, cherished anymore, because you have given yourself that. Oh, I feel like crying. You have given yourself that for years. And you don't even acknowledge that, which is sad. It's sad for you. Don't do that to yourself. You have been constantly showing up for yourself for many, many years, probably 6 years. Many, many years. Sometimes 100%, sometimes your 100% is actually 50%, but it's been constant. This wouldn't be here if it wasn't constant. This is the Ten of Pentacles, okay? This is a very established energy. This is still 6 to 10 years. Okay, 6 to 10 years. Wow. It's almost like you're realizing, Pawan, and this could all be confirmation and not me like pulling your ear through spirit, you know, spirit pulling your ear through me of saying, see that yourself for who you are. Like, you might already be coming around to this, honestly. Some of you needed to hear it like as tough love. Some of you are hearing it as confirmation. But I lost my train of thought. It'll come back to me. It'll come back to me if it needs to. All right. Oh my goodness. Look at the bottom of the deck. I put it down and I didn't realize. The Magician. Here you thought that you were just going along, living your life, trying to heal without realizing that you have actually been not just healing, but aligning constantly. And not even not that you're not realizing, but not giving yourself credit for it. It's wild. That's wild. All right. I don't know. Maybe I think this deck wants to give you one more card for advice. I said one, and it's like they all the decks want to give me like 1,000 cards. It's like, no, I asked for one. Okay, pick one. Okay. There we are. The Mirror. Wow. This is very mirrored too to me. It looks mirrored. Okay. Wow. That's a mirror. The Mirror. We're gonna read about it. I like the reflection there. It makes me think of when the sun is out over the water. There's like little ripples, little reflections here. It also looks like a cluster of stars, which is like what this looks like to me, but this looks more in depth, and then this is like the final thing. And I picked these two up because I feel like these are mirrors of each other. 100%. They're the same thing. It's just being absorbed. Oh my God, it's being looked at through one lens from one person, and then through another lens, or one lens at one era of your life and another lens at another era of your life. And this could be you. This could definitely be you seeing your potential, your who you are, period. First as this, and yeah, you achieve oneness and you're there, sure of who you are, but at the same time they're like, oh, there's so much more to you. Look a little deeper. You have been looking. Good. Mirror. All right, we're gonna read that because it's important. So And the mirror is what number? What number is that? Let's see. 68. 68? Yeah, the mirror. 68 is on page 201, which, by the way, 2 and 1 add up to 3. 3, 3, 3. 1, 1, 1 can be significant. 3 is definitely significant because the 3 of cups is here. The 3 of cups. The 3 of discs is there too. All right, 201. Ooh, what realm are we? Oh, the initiation. So 201, that card is in the part of this book, which is the last part of it, the initiations. So let's see. Oh, is it? No, I'm lying to you. 201 is in what part of the book? Let's see. In the places. No, I keep lying. The tools. Oh, so the mirror is a tool. All right. Look at all those eyes. Shut the front door. The eyes are everywhere. All right. The reflection, the illusions, the looking glass. For further reflection, read the poem I Am Not I by Juan Jimenez and Joro Ono's mirror piece in Grapefruit. I am not I. Wow. A lot of you could be going through a very deep self-discovery kind of thing, self-realization as well. Speak to yourself gently and kindly in the mirror. It will feel awkward at first, but it's a sure way to become friends with yourself. You look into mirrors every day without recognizing them as portals into other realms. They can be shattered, flatter, distorted, They can shatter, flatter, distort, reflect, and project an image back to us that we deem to be true. Oh my goodness, that's literally what people do, okay? Like, it feels like your environments right now feel that way. They reflect back things to you that are distorted. They're distorted images of who you are, reflections of who you are. And you need to go back to self and be like, no, I know who I am. Okay, all right. I'm going to read that again. They can shatter, flatter, distort, reflect, and project an image back to us that we deem to be true. The energy of the mirror is all about self-perception. When the archetype of the mirror appears, we are in the mystic land of narcissism, of Narcissus. Narcissus? Yeah, who saw himself reflected in a pool and fell in love with his own image. So compelled by his reflection, he could not turn away, a fixation that eventually led to his death. Recognize the power and danger of the mirror. It is a construct, one that may drive a shard between you and your true self. The mirror contains trickster energy. Put the phone down, stop with the comparisons, and let the mirror stand empty for a while. Rest with the one inside. When you are triggered, because your shadows did come up here, power one. When you are doing something that you feel like is very authentically you, right? And then, let's say instantly or later or whatever, since you are picking up on the feedback that you're getting from your surroundings, you feel like an imposter, you feel icky, you feel whatever it is that you're feeling. They're saying, oh, no. Let's go back to how were you feeling when you were doing that? Did it feel like yourself? Did you enjoy yourself? Was it good for your inner child? Did it make you feel powerful? Did it make you feel connected, creative, cooperative, like a team player? Did it make you feel good? Then that's what it was. You don't have to go further. You don't have to dig deeper for what other people mean and how they perceived it. What matters are your intentions and you. How do you feel? How do you feel about it? That also could extend about you making a decision of some kind, or you not just making a decision, but like you made the decision and now you're able to like share it with the people who in a way maybe are affected by it, and not maybe directly, but in a sense of like it's on a need to know basis, and they do need to know it because of the Three of Pentacles over here. Definitely could be about work, does not have to be. It could be about collaboration in some kind of way. But yeah, if that's what you want to do, then you do it, right? And then the rest, let it fall where it may. Don't take it upon yourself to be like, oh, I know that this is going to make this person feel this way, or this is going to make that. No. Who cares? Who cares about that? Follow your path. Follow what you want to do. When you get this energy here, this is not an energy that you sit with, okay? This is not something you sit. I know he's sitting, but this is not an energy that you sit with. This is action. You take action with this energy. You take action with this energy. Action, okay? All right. Thank you, Pawan, for trusting me to read for you. I hope that this brought you confirmation, maybe made you feel like you weren't going crazy for feeling the things you were feeling or perceiving what you were perceiving, you know. May help you in any way that it needs to, obviously, moving forward and right now. I want to thank your spirit guides, and I want to thank my spirit guides. And I want to thank you for letting me tap into your energy. And I will see you in other readings. Bye-bye. Hello, Ball 2. If you picked the clear quartz, this is going to be your reading. You might need to drink some water. I just saw 41:41 on my timer. So 5:5 could be significant. Ooh, was May 5th significant for you? And if it wasn't this year, excuse me, next year, May 5th might be very significant. From the moment you're watching, this is timeless, but May 5th might be a significant date in general. All right. I'm recording this in 2026, but I feel like 2027, May 5th might be significant. I don't know. That is also Cinco de Mayo. I just realized that, but yeah. Thank you. Welcome to your reading, Pal 2. Let's get into it now that we have cleared that energy from Pal 1. All right. I'm going to start with tarot from here. We're just going to shuffle, get into your energy. Like I said in the beginning, or if you didn't watch it, that's fine. That you didn't watch the introduction. That's okay with me. I don't have a specific question that we're answering here. It's more of whatever needs to come through. I just feel like the cards are going to support whatever's here, and then vice versa. But yeah, let's see. So part 1 was getting all of the cards face down, but maybe that's not your vibe. Definitely not your vibe. Interesting, because part 1 also got this card. All right, let's focus. Let's focus. All right. Are we struggling with focus, part 2? Not judging, just sympathizing. I get it. Boy, do I get it. I don't want to shuffle off camera but yeah, like, I have to kind of, because I'm like way over here, you know? All right. Funny, because I put the 3 of Swords back and then they gave me the 2 of Swords. Like, no, Arlene's not meant to be on here. Okay. All right. Just checking that everything's in frame. Okay, let's see what that's about. Because before I was going in blind with the other pile, but you guys are just like, no, I want you to look at the cards. All right. 2 of Swords, King of Swords, 10 of Wands, and Page of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. What a jump. What a I wanted to say what a blessing. That's interesting. 8 of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords. Ooh, okay. It feels like an ancestral blessing coming through. And you know what? Yes, because I pick up Odin here and I see the rune now for the ancestral hall. I'm gonna go get my rune book. Give me 1 second. yeah, like the rune that I'm seeing there, it's the rune about, it literally looks like double helix. Yeah, it's right here. You see this in the middle here, the square? Yeah. Yum, 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 yum. Ooh, I just dropped a book. It's the right there. All right. The 22nd rune, which is in page, what page is it? 179. Okay. We're going there. Angus. Yeah. Ooh, the god Angus. It's a god. That makes sense. Okay. It's not Odin. All right. Angus is the rune for sexuality, fertility, family lines, and ancestry. Correct. Correct, correct. All right. The river of life flowing from the ancestral past to the sexual act into the present and onto the future generations. Angus resembles the structure of DNA as it spirals through the generations. Yeah, so it is also not reversible, which it's, you know, only 9 runes are non-reversible. So that's also like, I think, like, why am I getting like 1 of 9 incarnations or something like that? There's, oh, you guys are like deep. That's a very deep message. What is this? Ooh, the courageous peony. Multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. Let yourself be seen. Okay. Why I'm getting this energy of like feeling like an imposter in the things that you are clearly very capable of doing and have been doing for a while. Like you're at the 8 of Pentacles. Next is the 9. And after that is the 10. Like the 8 of Pentacles is usually about, yeah, putting in the hard work. That means that you've done the work to receive the things that you are receiving at this point. But for some reason, this sense of like being stagnant is still here. And the stagnicity has nothing, I don't think it has anything to do with your physical reality. The stagnicity feels like in the mind, your mind is holding you back. Maybe anxiety. It's how it's coming up in the real world, in the 3D world. You're very anxious. You feel like you're walking on eggshells or something like that. There's something about trying, you keep trying to like stand in your power. Oh, I just noticed this is Odin though. This is Odin, because his 2 ravens are here, and he's also missing an eye. So yeah, this is Odin for real. Like I thought at first it just gave me that vibe, but it is him. Wow. Sorry, I just got distracted. It's for a reason. We'll get to your message. No worries. This is all part of it. But yeah, so the mind might be where you need to tackle these fears, okay? And they're not even, I feel like what is it? The divine alignment that you have been going through is trying to burn away these fears, okay? It's trying to burn away these obstacles for you, so that you can receive. You can receive because you're meant to. The way that you let yourself be seen here, to me, feels more of like, let yourself receive the attention. That's the receiving energy that I'm getting from this. And you might be working on that, like actively. I'm also getting like exposure therapy in a way, like, oh, you know, I have a fear that if I wear this, people are gonna see that I have a little bit of a belly or something, right? But you're like, no, I cannot think that way. If I want to wear the pants, if I want to wear the skirt, if I want to wear the whatever it is, I'm gonna wear it. And it's like exposure therapy for you. There's something about that. They're saying, yeah, you could take it little by little. The more you do something, Pentacles. The more you do something, the easier it gets. The more you're like a master at it. I feel like you've mastered something though. You've mastered something here. Maybe you've mastered that exposure therapy. You've mastered not staying in this state of like, oh no, I'm very comfortable here, my comfort zone. But your comfort zone is you hiding away. And the divine is like, no. Also, Odin is about knowledge and sharing that knowledge. So maybe you're someone who is very, very knowledgeable. Maybe at work, maybe it has to do with work, where it's like, yeah, you're very capable of achieving the goals that you're meant to be achieving, but you're not doing it. You're not pursuing them because you're comfortable, but at the same time, you're not comfortable. It's like being uncomfortable in the comfort of it. Being uncomfortable in the mundane of it. Being uncomfortable in the predictability of it. That could be it too. Open yourself up to receive, Pal 2. You could work on that. You could work on that. Like I said, exposure therapy could be good in that kind of sense. Whatever it is that there is like a little bit of fear, a little bit of hesitation, or a lot of fear and a lot of hesitation. It's degrees to it, right? Because sometimes you wake up and you're like, oh, actually, I don't care that people can tell that I have this and that and the other. Or I don't know why I keep going back to that. It feels very like it could be something physical, or it could be like, if it's about a job, it's like, oh, I don't care if people think I'm bossy or I'm this and that and the other. Oh, I don't care if I call attention to myself because of this. Is really what I should be saying, right? I don't care if I call, but then other days you're like, oh, no. I cannot, because it feels very uncomfortable. Even though it is who you are, right? It still feels, yeah, this is trying to be burned away here. Something about information is power too. Princess of Swords, yes. This is the Page of Swords. And you have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles with the Eight of Pentacles, okay? Page of Pentacles with the Eight of Pentacles. Page of Swords, Four of Swords, Two of Swords, King of Swords. The Empress. Shut up. That's it. That's it. Throw the whole thing away. Like, that's it. We don't need to go any further than this. Look at this incredible freaking image. There is so much going on here. There's yes, literally. Do you see this? How insane it is? And the more you look, the more that you see. That's you. That's you. Why are you scared of this? I love that this Empress is dark and like intimidating. Because you know what? Yes. This energy should be like that. Because look at her holding worlds and birthing worlds. Yes. Okay. Not gender specific. Creativity is creativity. You can birth a world by writing a whole new world and doing it in books. There you go. That's Empress energy. And kind of like Emperor energy too. But very balanced, beautiful energy. Creative energy. There's something about you being scared to be perceived as knowledgeable, like a matriarchal kind of thing. Very matriarchal kind of thing. Maybe I do need to get gender specific, because this message could definitely be for some of you who, like I said, 1 in 9 generations, right? 1 in 9. My head is so itchy all of a sudden. This is so weird. It's like my crown area. There's so much power in just who you are, your essence. Like literally, you don't need to do much. That's just who you are. It's like you were born knowing things. You were born with skills that maybe were pushed down, and they were not. The world around you was not ready. But now the world is ready because you're ready. Okay. Very straightforward message for you, Pal 2. I feel like for Pal 1, I had so much talking to do, and, you know, but I'm not comparing you guys. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like this is such a straightforward message. I hope you're getting from this what you need to get from this. I'm seeing a sunrise back here in that middle. Okay. Too many cards. Many cards. I want 1 card for that Empress energy. I want to know what that's about. Ooh, okay. I said one. The Pilgrim, okay. Let's see. One card, please. The Empress is insanely beautiful. It literally looks, you know those spots in the universe? Yes. You know those spots in the universe where literally stars are born? That's your energy. That is insane. That's insanely powerful energy. That's literally at your disposal. And part of it is also wanting to be used through the tongue. So there's something about you. Maybe you're like a beautiful storyteller. Maybe you're a reader. Maybe you're a channeler, like who can channel information. I wouldn't doubt it. Like you literally are constantly receiving transmissions. 50. So the number 5 is significant for you. Okay. Remember when I was starting your reading, 4141, and that adds up to 55. Didn't we mention May? We are in the 5th month. So May is significant. The number 5 in general, you could be ruled by 5, like as your life path. My goodness. My goodness. Well, this is clearly an eye, but it's surrounded by skulls. That's what I mean, like generational power is here. It's almost like past generation, like ancestral generations, and not just ancestral, but like future generations are all like feeding you a lot of information. This, if I zoom into this, if I zoom into that, which is a very gnarly picture, but like if I zoom into that, it's like I see this. It's there. It's like, it's almost like a bullseye. Like we need you to look. We need you to see. That big eye though, that big eye makes me think like that. This card says it, let yourself be seen. I can see that how that's a little scary, especially because I feel like now they're saying let yourself be seen by your ancestors that are trying to work with you, or you maybe it's time for you to see them, maybe in another realm, you know, to a certain extent. That could be part of what you're born with in a way, because that looks like that to me now. That skill, you're born with the skill of maybe you're clairvoyant, maybe you're like a natural born psychic. Maybe you can communicate with the dead. That could be something too. All right, let me stop spitballing and let's read that. All right. And this is part of, what part of the book is this? I don't know why that's so important to me today. It's part of the places. Okay. The Bardo? How do you pronounce that? I don't know. 150 something. Oh, it's the last one before the tools. Okay. Oh, you see that? That interconnectedness. I like that. Makes me think of the flower of life, which, by the way, it's in the back of this deck. Okay. Yeah. Very much ancestral, very much lineage. Okay. The liminal, the in-between, and the transition. You could definitely, ooh, you know what I'm getting? Death doula vibes is what I'm getting right now. You carrying souls from the in-between to the other side, you being, yeah, I mean, birthing worlds, handling worlds. You know how like we say every mind is its own world? Like that could be, that's very literal, but like, yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Like, it's like you can, it's like you have access to other realms, other worlds. And by pure definition of like consciousness, other people, passed on people. Okay. When the veil between this life and the next is thinned, energy is stirred. Oh my God, the words are messing me up, guys. This allows for remarkable healing and vision. I'm gonna read that again. When the veil between this life and the next is thinned, energy is stirred. Is this not stirred energy? Yeah. It's chaos and it's birth and it's death and it is creation at the same time. That's it's a very powerful thing to embody, Patu. Very, very powerful. I can see why you've maybe have kept it hidden, or you're not sure who you can share this with. All right. It's when it's stirred, this allows for remarkable healing and vision. Let yourself be seen. Maybe it's not just yourself, but let yourself, like at a soul level, be seen. Oof. Wow, wow, wow. All right. The Bordeaux is not to be feared. Take advantage of its energy by recognizing what needs to be resolved. Trust that there is a message for you from beyond. Who is speaking? Go ahead and listen. Ooh. Are you afraid to talk to passed on people that have been, like, I feel like someone's like literally knocking at the door, at the thin veil between the world here, saying, hey, so can you get a message to my grandchild, or can you get a message to my uncle? There's something about that. Like, some of you are definitely capable of doing that. Okay. When light, auspicious grace, forgiveness, and truth. When dark, torment, dislocation, hallucinations, and transience. All right. It is said that the Bordeaux is a place between, I'm sorry if I'm butchering that name. I don't know how to say that word. Or I've never heard it said, so I don't know. All right. It's a place between life and the next. This life and the next. The liminal realm through which souls pass. I didn't even read that before I said that, but yeah, it's like you help souls pass over. Or you can receive messages from souls that have passed over. Okay. I lost my place. Okay. Envisioning this inherently mysterious space creates the potential for us to rise above the concerns of this world and see our relationships through the cosmic and timeless lens. Cosmic and timeless lens is definitely what this feels like. I cannot stop looking at that card. Okay. We may receive messages from those who are no longer with us or see visions of lives not yet lived. In the Bordeaux, there is a potential for forgiveness and unforgivable. Sorry, there's potential to forgive the unforgivable, to say the unsaid, and to see the unseen, to love the unloved, to let go of all the things that cause us pain. The Bordeaux suspends us in its spaciousness for just long enough to open us to higher wisdom. Its energy does not belong to Earth as we know it, but rather to the cosmic network of which we are a single thread. Wow. I struggled through all of that, so I'm just gonna I hope you can read this yourself, and it'll probably resonate more than listening to me try to get through that. Wow. I feel like this is not me defending myself, okay? I like to read. I'm a good reader. I'm a good reader aloud person. And whenever I struggle in any reading to read things, I feel like, and I spoke about this here, I feel like it has to do with you working on, literally I'm getting chills all over my body. You need to work on being assertive with your voice, being determined, work on your throat chakra is significant somehow in some way. Maybe there's something about incantations that is needed here. Definitely there's something about you needing to look into the things that have been coming up and popping up in your reality. If you are someone who has a calling to literally be a psychic who like speaks to the dead, and that's okay, then you need to follow that, and don't be scared about how much attention that's gonna call to yourself, because you have the skills. No one's gonna, you're already doing it. You're already doing it, pal, too. You've been doing it. I feel like, it feels like what I'm seeing from what I'm getting from your energy. I feel like it's someone who, like, you and your internal dialogue with your spirit guides, your higher self, those beyond, you know, this earth in general, other realms, is incredibly intricate and very personal, but now it needs to be shared. It's part of your work that you're meant to be doing here. And in that same breath, I'm going to say the next. If that feels like something that you need to keep to yourself and that you need to keep developing by yourself, and you use it only with others when you're being called to, then you do that, okay? But some of you are definitely being called here to share this, to not be afraid to be seen because of this unique thing. So much burping. This unique thing that you can do, okay? That you have access to, that you have forged for what it feels like. Oh my goodness. So you've cultivated this gift for 8 incarnations, for 8 generations. And this is the 9th one. I don't know why that is significant. That literally just keeps coming up, so I'm just gonna say it. This incarnation is the 9th one, where this gift is literally bubbling up, because now this is looking like something that's like, it's not even like an eye anymore. It's like this is just coming out of there. You can't stop it. It's coming out. It's being birthed and into your reality. Wow. That's an insane, powerful message. Okay, what else do I need to do for you here, pal, too? What else needs to be said here? Ooh, okay. That's way too many cards. But the way this smashed down here, the shaman. The shaman. Is that who you are? That could be it. That could be it right there. The shaman. This is your calling. This reminds me so much of one client of mine that I've read for, who I'm pretty sure is already doing this. But if you're watching, keep going, because literally, you know that you're like an elder to your people, but take this if it resonates, everybody, okay? But I'm kind of speaking to that specific person now, even if they're not watching. You know that you're an elder already, even though you're not an elder yet in this physical incarnation right now. But my goodness, my friend, that is very, 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 very powerful. And of course, it's a calling that's just being, it's almost like you're being jolted into it, and you're being at the same time like hugged into it. It's like you're being thrown in, but at the same time, it's like you're expected. Right? That's what it feels like. Almost like, you know, when someone crosses over, it's like, yeah, you're dead here, but you're being ushered in the other side. There's something about that that's really, really beautiful. It's like a diamond in the rough. You've been really cultivating this for many, many lifetimes, and it's time. It's very much the time. This all looks like that too. It all looks the same. Wow. Okay. Thank you so much, Patu, for letting me read for you. This was such a magical, magical message to deliver. And I honestly, I'm sorry if I'm delivering it so casually, because it is not casual what you can do here. Don't let me make you think that this is just willy-nilly simple. I don't think this pile was for many people, honestly, or this is very unique. This is not, again, this is something that you have cultivated over many, 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 many lifetimes. And, you know, it's like your lineage, some people got further in, you know, got as far as they could, but then they had to cross over because, you know, shit happens in this 3D life. But then the next generation in, they could only carry it so forward. And like, you are someone who, you've been your own ancestors. You have been your own ancestor. You will be your own ancestor to the next generations, and you will also be the next generation. It is very beautiful, like full circle, very, very Empress energy. Yes, 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 yes. All right. Very unique nature. This is a very unique pile, and it is not for everybody, but obviously someone can take anything from here and apply it and it will help. But yeah, this feels very, very, very unique, and I'm here for it. This is beautiful. Let yourself be seen, okay? Let yourself shine for how unique you are. The right people will resonate. The right people will understand. And the right people will see you for who you are. And you are not an imposter. That's definitely something else that they really want me to drill down. Like, you're not. Don't feel like an imposter. It's okay to feel it, observe it, let it be information, and then you just let that go. All right. Thank you for trusting me to read for you. Thank you to your spirit guides. Thank you to mine. And thank you to you for letting me tap into your energy. I will see you in other readings. Bye-bye. Hello, pile 3. We have gotten to your reading, my friends. Oh, not my cable showing. Sorry, my phone is clogged. Oh my God. Plugged in. It was gonna die earlier. So all right, let's get into your energy. I'm just clearing here because pile 1 was intense, pile 2 was intense and magical. Everybody's very magical today, so we just want to start with a clean slate for you here. Okay. All right, let me just unplug the charger. I'm sorry, I'm like wiggling you. All right, I think everything's in front. Yes. All right, let's excuse me, I'm not gonna turn this over yet. I'm gonna tap into your energy first, get some tarot cards out here, then we'll go from there. Okay. We don't have a specific thing. It's more of whatever needs to come through along with this message. Okay, that's already on the table. And yeah, it's, you know what's really interesting about 3, I am someone who usually goes to, when I go to a pick a pile card reading, I always pick the last pile. I don't know what it is. I just know that the last one is for me, and it always has been. Okay. Sometimes it's all of them, but most of the time it's the 3rd one or the 4th one or the 5th one, whatever the last is. I'm always there, right? My energy or my reading is there. And in the intro, I said that those 3 cards came out, but I only picked one for my reading yesterday. And I know it's this because by process of elimination, pile 1 it wasn't, pile 2 it wasn't. So technically, this would be my reading, at least this card is. So this is kind of interesting. And I also always pick pile 3 or the last pile. And this is the last pile. So, all right. I just thought that was cute. Maybe some of you are like me and you just go to like, always go to that with the 1 number. So maybe some of you are always going to the 3rd pile, even if there's 6 of them, you always go to the 3rd one. That could be significant. So many cards for you. This is interesting. All right, we're going with the flow. No judgments. The only one that came up was the moon. So I'm gonna see how this connects to itself. All right. Fall into my arms. Surrender, holding the opposites and extremes of life. All right. I missed it for pile 2, but I am going to do it for you because I meant to. We're going to read about it, okay? However, we're all here to expand and grow, and it's through the extremes of life that we do exactly that. The beauty and the bitterness. The more wild, oh, yeah, this resonated with me so heavily yesterday, you guys. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. The more wildly the pendulum of your life swings, the more truthfully you can say, I've truly lived. Mic drop, that's it. The reading's over. I'm kidding. But yeah, so the more wild the pendulum in your life has swung, the more truthfully and wholeheartedly you could be like, I've lived. I feel like you might resonate with saying that you have lived many, many lifetimes in one. Okay. Wow, that is okay. Fall into my arms. It's so interesting that the ancestors have really been in this message, and I'm not even using decks that I usually associate with them. Maybe the other tarot deck that I have over here on my side over here. But yeah, there's literally ancestors here. Everybody's just looking at you, waiting for you to take steps forward upon something. Wow, the star. Wow. The my goodness, pile 3. The High Priestess, the Moon, the 4 of Swords, the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, I see it. The 8 of Wands. And the Knight of Wands. Under the Moon, that's very, and the 6 of Swords. Wow. You've followed, wow. I'm very emotional tapping into your energy in this reading, so bear with me. You followed an inkling, a little something that was calling to you. Because there's a little snake like coming, you know, going into this cave, and they're very curious, and they can't even see because they're blindfolded, but they're still following this inkling, right? And it all started with, I think you decided that there was healing that you wanted to do. And there was alchemization that you want. Look at the waters here, and the water that these two beings is like you or your higher self, you and the universe, you know, one and the same, we're all the same. But yeah, saying, okay, well, I feel like this path is leading me through here, and following your intuition. And you kept following it to the point where it almost feels like spiritually your wishes have come true. And that the way that is manifesting for you is you feel like, yeah, I wanted to be more connected to my ancestors, and I feel it. Yes, I wanted to be more, work on my psychic gifts, and I am doing it. They also want to point out that part of the reason why you are where you are now, right? That pendulum, right? Is because of how far you strayed before from it, from who you are today. And it was by design. It was no one's fault. You know, it's not wrong or right. But there was a lot of battles, and there was a lot of using the tools that were used against you to further your growth, or using the hardships in your life to further your growth. If anything, it has a lot to do with where your passions led you in the past. Maybe in a way it created, if anything, more for you to uncover by yourself through what feels like a lot of pain and a lot of dark nights of the soul. And still, it's something that you still chose to keep going back to and keep pursuing, because you're just that bitch. That's just who you, I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean it in a 100% good way. Yeah, I mean, you're that girl, you're that guy, you're it. Like, I've never seen these two cards next to each other, but now that I'm seeing it, I can't unsee it. So you see this giant here, that they have this sword, right, that they're holding on to. They're being put to rest, and but their sword is still activated. And then this being, which feels like you, right? It feels like this, like the self-discovery side of you is seeing this, and they're like, well, I can use that. I can use that for something. And yeah, they do. Look at that. They're standing on it, right? So that's what I mean. Like the tools being used against you, the things that maybe were, what is it? What's the word that I'm looking for? The swords. It's like you taking the sword. I'm thinking now of the Three of Swords, or I'm thinking of the Ten of Swords, right? The Three of Swords is 3 swords to the heart, and it's like, yeah, you took that out and you're like, well, now this is my vehicle to stand on. And then if you think of the Ten of Swords, it's someone on the ground literally with 10 swords on their back, and yeah, you've been through that, but the shadow of you is like, well, we could still use this. We could still use this pain, or we can dull the pain through some satisfaction that's very temporary, because this is what this energy is like. But at the same time, little did you know, Pile 3, what you were actually doing was alchemizing all of those swords into working for you, being something that gave you an advantage, gave you a viewpoint. Like, you're not on the ground anymore. You have what is it? You have foresight. You're the high priestess. Fuck. Like, yeah, you have foresight. It's right there. The divine is literally like lighting up the sky for you to kind of like guide you and make you realize just how much you have risen from what you felt like was actually negative aspects of you. If anything, they have become tools now. Six of Swords again, they really want to double down on that message that you are safe, right? You are safe to be yourself. You are safe to pursue the things that you want. Holding the opposites, that's literally you, extremes of life, but you need to surrender to it. Surrender wholeheartedly to the extremities of life. Like, you see that dark, light, but nothing. No one here is bad. No one here is bad. No one here is good, and no one here is neutral. They just are who they are. Okay, it's like, yeah, you get close to that giant who maybe terrorized and killed and left you as an orphan. That's the story that I'm getting there, right? But what did you do? You went there and you took what you could from that situation and you alchemized it. That's what you do. That is magic. You're a literal magician. Strength with 11. I love that strength is 11 in this deck, because 11 makes me think of the High Priestess, because it's a 2 and there's 2. Yeah, but my goodness, there's so much symbolism. And I never realized that there's something that looks like a lion here. I've never seen that before. Do you see it? I don't know if you're seeing it. Anyway, this snake in this image, always, it's so magical. And remember the little snake that you were following? Well, it's almost like if that was meant to hurt you, it was luring you into the cave, right? It was luring you into the depths of you. And you thought, oh, that's going to be my downfall. And that was my downfall. No. 1, 2, 3 on the timer just now. This is your strength. You found it through what wanted to trap you became your, what is it? The thing that was holding you down became the tool that frees you. The shadows that were, what is it? Not letting you achieve or get to the point where you wanted to be, actually became the force behind you to do so. That I don't know if I'm explaining that right. I guess I'm not. Maybe I am, and I'm just not understanding it for myself because it's not for me. I don't know. I'm sorry, Pile 3. All right. But I'm just getting like, oh, this is really cute. I'm getting this, I don't know if you guys have ever seen that video of a mom and the daughter where the mom's like in the front of the mirror and like, you are strong, you are one, and the girl just keeps repeating it, right? You are strong, you are wonderful, you are capable. You are that's the divine. The divine wants to do that for you. The divine is saying, we feel that way about you, and you should feel that way about you too. Also, look at all the major arcana that's here for you, right? Where you thought you were doing a Seven of Pentacles kind of, living a Seven of Pentacles kind of life, actually you were living the Star. And where you thought it was just the Eight of Wands, it was actually the High Priestess. And when you thought it was the Knight of Wands, it was actually the Moon. And when you thought it was a Six and the Four of Swords, it was actually Strength who was here. Do you see the parallels? Do you see the pendulum swinging, right? When we think we're down bad, it's actually we're up and good. Like literally, that's what the divine is trying to tell you here. And it could be because you are going through some hardships, maybe some trials and tribulations, you know? Just think of how far the pendulum swings right now. It's going to swing in the other direction too. Ah! Ace of Cups. This is the card that made me, every time it comes out, I'm going to say it. And you've probably seen it in other readings. But this is the card that made me buy this deck. I saw it on Instagram because this is a collaboration of like 8 artists. And they all did their thing, you know. They interpreted the cards. And this is the card that I saw. Like, it was one of the cards that I saw on the post. And I was like, yep, that I have to get that deck. That deck is for me. I didn't need to see the rest. I knew it was going to be magical, and it is. It is very activating. I think I'm talking about your energy now, okay? Because you see those ripples. There's everywhere you go, you scatter like a little bit of magic for yourself. Yeah, you're someone who like transmits. You don't just receive, you also give. There's something about that, right? There's a receiving but a giving. Your cup has it's overrun, like it overruns because it can. You have that much to give, and it never will be empty, ever. It's like you're a natural spring. Why would that ever dry out? No, it's not going to. I'm also getting the message with this card of the love you've given. Again, remember the pendulum? The love you've given will be returned to you. Maybe not from the same people, places, and things that you have poured it onto, right? But it will be returned nonetheless, if that is something that resonates with you. And that could also apply to anything, right? Everything that you've given something to, right? Even if it's not coming back, because I don't feel like you do things in a transactional way. That's not what I'm talking about. Even if you do, some things are transactional, you know? I clock into work because yes, I want to be paid. Like that is a transaction. Yes, 100%. I give you money, you give me coffee. I give you money, you give me my groceries. You know, like that's transactional, sure. But I'm talking about the human experience, the connectivity with people. The people that have hurt you, the people that you've hurt, like, you know, all of that just trying to balance itself. Let it balance itself. Again, the pendulum is something you swing, and then you just you have to let it do its thing, right? What would be the point of stopping it? What would be the point of that neutrality? You're not learning in that neutrality. We're not moving. We're not being fluid in that neutrality. So the divine is saying, stay fluid. Stay, you know, stay conscious, very conscious of what you're living through, because what one day is your hardship, the next day is your come up, and what one day is what helped you get this far ahead might be something that you need to release so that it doesn't pull you back into something else. You know what I mean? There's something that either some of you need to let go of, or realize that you don't need to let go of the negative just because you want the positive. If anything, you should alchemize it, fucking make magic out of it, which you have been doing. But maybe you don't recognize that you do that. I don't think you recognize that you do that. Ooh, that's actually so beautiful because it's coming full circle right there. Yep. Isn't this a beginning? A beginning and an end at the same time. What number is this? This is number 75. 75. Could be significant for some of you. And this is part of, this is part of the initiation side of this book, which is the last little part. Okay. Look at all the suns. It's just like the sun energy is beautiful. Okay. Innermost knowing, mystic truth. Those who say they know don't, and those who say they don't know. Your polarities, you're holding the opposites. It's so funny. I'm like, because you are someone who knows a lot, and it's not that you pretend that you don't. It's more of like, I shouldn't put my 2 cents in because what if I'm wrong? But you're not wrong, right? And then they're saying the things that you feel very sure about, maybe question them more. And the things that you feel very unsure about, maybe question why you feel unsure about them. You know what I mean? Like, you know what you know. Paul 3, come on now. Don't play with me, okay? Don't play with me. You know what you know. So, okay. That's all I'm going to say about that. This card relates to the riddle and the shapeshifter. All concern themselves with revealing mystic truth. Yes. When light, contemplating the mystery, unanswerable questions. When dark, intellectualizing and literalizing, asking others. Ooh. I just gotta this triggered me a little bit. There's something, I am someone who sometimes I'm like, does that make sense? Or do you see what I see? Like, if you're someone like that, like, do you need the other person to like confirm things for you? They're saying, stop doing that. Stand in your power. Stand in what you just said. Stand in what you just, observed and communicated. I don't know, it literally felt very personal, so I'm sharing that. But like, you could be someone that does that too in your own way and maybe your own phrase. But like, yeah, I kept saying the other week or the other day, I was like, do you see that? Like, do you see what I mean? Or like, something like that. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. You don't, stop asking others to confirm what you know. Like I said, I feel like this is literally the divine, and even my spirit guys say, why are we second guessing ourselves? When this is what we've been working on, and we have you have this. That's it. Okay. Let's read. True knowledge is not found in the fact and figures of scholarly books and library shelves. Rather, I don't want to butcher that name, so I'm not going to say it. Gnosis? Okay, anyways, points to the deep and timeless archetypal wisdom that rises from the felt experience of having touched the unknown with every one of the senses. And I feel like that's you. That is you. And you know what? Yes, it is you. Because we have, okay, in the set for Pentacles, we have 2 cups. We have water, fire. No, we have Pentacles. We have oh my God. We have every element here. Meaning every senses have, every sense of you, every part of you has experienced the things that they have experienced for a reason, because now you can like concise and make an informed decision. But it doesn't have to be logical, right? It doesn't have to be, what's the word here? It doesn't have to be over intellectualized, because this energy, the high priestess, just knows what they know. They don't need to second guess themselves on why they know it, okay? Because every fiber of your being is telling you what you know. in it could be woo-woo magical way, but really it's more of lived experiences. And that's you. You've lived, Pile 3. You've swung the pendulum of your life. Ups, downs, one moment here, 3 years later there. Like, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. There's so much knowledge that you carry. All right. That's your strength as well. Whew. Felt experiences, touched the unknown. Those who are drawn to this card find themselves in an esoteric studies, likely involving mysticism, alchemy, healing, or perhaps science. Knowing is their calling. Not knowing is their job description. Not knowing is their job description. No matter how far the alchemists take their studies, they come to the ultimate conclusion that facts slip towards mystery, and soon the mystery resolves in facts. Oof. This card signifies a knowing that is life-changing. Once you experience it, you are forever changed and become a guardian of the eternal mystery is calling you. Study your passion in the deepest way available to you. And you can go deep here because you have the moon out here. The divine is saying, how deep would you like to go? How far would you like to take this? Because we could take it far, is what they're saying. Surrender to it. Okay? It's your birthright, honestly. It's your birthright. And it's not just your birthright, it is your life right. You've earned this. And it's not that you needed to earn it. Okay? Oh, this sounds very interesting to me. Okay. How I'm hearing it is not that you even needed to earn it. It's how you feel that you own it. You needed to earn it to feel like you own it. But you were born with this, obviously. It's just, it took time for you to develop here. It took time for you to see yourself for who you truly were. It's like you entered this cave thinking that you were a page, right? Let's say a page of pentacles, right? Little did you know you were actually the Empress, the Nine of Pentacles, the baby Empress. You were the Queen of Pentacles. Like, you entered this cave, like I said, as the star, not as the Seven of Pentacles. You saw these signs, synchronicities as the High Priestess, not as the Eight of Wands. You delved into your curiosity through maybe some painful stuff that was tied to relationships, probably a lot of self-discovery when it comes to like you relating to other people, especially when it comes to romantic relationships. You thought you were doing this as the Knight of Wands. Little did you know it was actually the moon. You were working on another level, but you didn't realize it. Like I said, Six of Swords, Four of Swords. You thought it was just like, you know, you were getting a beating from the freaking world, getting a beating from this lifetime. No, you just needed to realize that this is you. It needed to show you how strong you were. And then it all ties together. It goes back to you can do this because you have plenty to give. Like, I feel like some of you feel like you've misplaced your trust in people. You've misplaced your love in some others. Like, and by misplaced, I mean like you've given your trust to the wrong people. You've given your love to the wrong people. But no, I don't think they've been the wrong people. They were the right people for you at that time, for you to cultivate this. And they're saying it was never the wrong people because you were never without. Whatever you have given that feels that you might feel like has never been returned, it doesn't even need to be returned because you're giving it because you have plenty to give, or you wouldn't be giving it. Okay? Because that's part of the lesson that you've learned here too. If you don't have enough like a mental capacity because you're struggling with, you know, yourself and your self-worth, like you wouldn't have enough to give to others, so you wouldn't be giving them anyways. So if you feel like you're someone who has given a lot of trust and love out, that is beautiful. That is beautiful, Patri, because that means that you're overflowing with it. It is okay. everything that you've given, you've had plenty of in the background to give. Okay? Plenty. And whenever you think you're showing up as this, which is not bad either. This is not bad. Just like this is not bad and this is not good and bad. It's not about that. I think we've hammered that in message enough. Whenever you feel like you're showing up like this, you're actually showing up like this, my friend. Like, come on. Come on. Beautiful. That inner knowing thing that you might be discovering might be quite this, like quite literally, like accepting just how valuable you are. And not just because you can give, okay, but because you, the mere fact that you have plenty to give. You're valuable to yourself because of it. Valuable to yourself and to begin with. And if you're valuable to yourself, then yeah, you are valuable by definition to everybody else as well. Whether they see it or not, I think they'll be seeing it more because now you're seeing it too. All right, I'm leaving it there. That felt very poetic. I'm leaving it there. Thank you so much, Pile 3, for trusting me to read for you. This was quite literally freaking beautiful. I hope to see you in other readings. I'm gonna thank your spirit guides, thank my spirit guides. Thank you again for letting me read for you. Sorry, this is how I just say goodbye to the energy. Bear with me. And yeah, onwards and upwards. Surrender to this beautiful thing. Surrender to yourself, if anything, right? Like, let yourself outpour more and more and more into yourself. It's like an endless well of whatever it is that you need. It's accessible to you. It's there. They're saying surrender to it. All right. Bye-bye. See you in other readings. Love you.